Hey guys, welcome back to Human or Resource. Now I know that we've been away for a hot minute, but you know what? We're back. Now settle down. We'll go straight into what you guys came for, which is Love is Blind Reunion, the honest opinion. Let's get it. Season 2. So how we're gonna go through this review is by getting at each cast, and some casts we're just gonna glaze right over them. First of all, let's address the elephant in the room. Shake. Yeah, he completely hijacked the mic right at the beginning.
We all are. I'm nervous about how we get edited.
That's what you're gonna lead with?
That's what I mean. Hey, I'm gonna say
so
what's on
brand,
everyone's
Shake.
minds.
Okay, so one part he screwed up is when he said, I'm afraid of how we're gonna get edited. It's coming out of your mouth, Shake. But the part where he said, I'm gonna say what's on everybody's mind, what do you think about that? I want to say, who are you to assume that everybody's thinking the way you're thinking? But he's trying to let everybody know that these guys are being fake. They're hiding their true feelings and emotions now that the camera's on them. So what now? Ooh, you're testing me, Selma. All right, let's talk about Nick and Danielle. What? How did they end up going all the way through to marriage? I would have bet my whole piggy bank that they would have made it. Why? Okay, why do you have to say why like that? Okay, so why? Okay, you know what? Their communication skills between each other was horrible. Yeah, what's her name? Danielle. Okay, Danielle. I feel like she has really low self-esteem, and it seems like she has been battling with this for most of her life. Yeah, that's a true point. There is a scene that it was so intense you couldn't cut it.
I think that how I've been acting is how I'm going to act for the rest of our lives, and it's not like that. I just had a panic attack. I'm like really scared of you judging me for how I was when I was going through that. And you the way that you're looking at me right now, I can tell that you are judging me for it.
I'm not judging you for it.
Yeah.
I'm not judging you. I'm trying to understand, and I'm trying to support.
Yeah.
But-
no, and I believe you.
Did you see that, Uma? Yeah. But hey, look at the bright side. They both took on the challenge, and so Vina Vidi Vinci then. La Vida what? La Vida Loca? What? I don't know what I said. La Vida Validi But you get the point. Fettuccine. They decided to take on the challenge, and to be honest with you, I actually hope for them the best. Plus, they're taking couple counseling. Yes, couples therapy. Exactly. All right, so let's go to the next couple, Natalie and Shane. So we could see that within their relationship, there was a moment where they were 100% in it to getting married. But I think the day before the wedding, they had a horrible argument that changed everything. True, but please don't act blind like the issue was not already there. Because think about it, every time Shane was seeking some type of reassurance from Natalie would hit him with a backhanded compliment and then kind of brush it off and then finally give him the answer he wants to hear. And then Shane will move funny too, that would irritate her. So the issue has been always there, and Natalie does it so fine by hiding it through her perfect grammar in English. But Shane at the end of the day couldn't keep up with that, and so he popped. He popped when? The day before the wedding. And with all that being said, we still thought they were going to get married and take some couple therapy, but that wasn't the case. But don't forget, Uma, there was a moment where Shane and Natalie gave each other a shot again, and it didn't work out. Why? Because Natalie was not able to do what Ayanna has done, and we'll get to that later. All right, on to the next couple, which is Shaina and Kyle. Your favorite. Yeah, she is definitely one of my favorites. And is she a villain? No, she's not a villain. She's a confused soul. That's what it is. And there's this one thing Shaina does, which I don't know if it's her being shady signature or reading, or is it just her needing to change her contact prescription. Either way, I love it. So there's two major points I want to point out about Shaina. One of them is she wasn't true to her feelings about the whole experience. Or she maybe was a little too late. But within the reunion, it was revealed that when she accepted the engagement ring from Kyle, she cycled back to Shane and seeing if they had a stronger connection than what they had before. Okay, so I don't know if she did cycle back before or after. Either way, she said the whole reason why she went back to Kyle, what's that guy named Shane, is to close some loose ends.
But do you think that's true?
There you go. And that's my bone to pick with Shaina. She's hiding behind the reality of how she moved throughout the whole season. We know for a fact she went back to Shane not to close some loose ends, is to shoot her shot one more time. Again, it's that point I made that it was a little too late, right? Because he moved for Natalie. But that's one other thing. And I like how Kyle realized it at the end, like, come on now. Like, everybody knows that Shaina, you're not being honest.
Okay, how about the next point?
Okay, so the next point is her being honest about why it was a no-go for her and Kyle. She keeps on saying it's because of religion. You know, religion is one thing, I get it. And for some people, that's the
main thing.
Exactly. However, Shaina, you gotta be honest. Was it just religion or you weren't physically attracted to Kyle? And he even hinted it in the reunion. He says, is it because of how I look? Probably he was reading comments about what the world were saying. But Shaina, now I know why Shake said that I'm gonna get real with everybody, because you weren't being real at that moment.
I'm going to say it that yes, she definitely led him on in many scenarios, but Kyle, you're not innocent in this. You made it so easy for her to play you like that. For example, during the honeymoon, I don't know if you're vegan or vegetarian, but she was saying that I need a guy who loves meat and who will eat meat with her or whatever. And you're willing to compromise about that.
Yeah, think about it this way though. He was trying to make his relationship work, and for him, I guess the meat thing was not high up there.
8 years he didn't eat meat.
Yeah, that's intense.
One night.
Okay.
One night he broke it. On to the next couple. We have Salvador and Mallory. So I know this is your favorite couple, so go ahead. Take the lead.
Oh God. I want to fight Salvador.
Why?
I really don't want to fight him.
I feel like he has husband potential.
Oh, baby, don't get me confused. Yes, he's definitely husband material. However, as the season progressed, he became more confusing. And believe it or not, Mallory's thoughts became more clearer.
Can I just point out something?
No, can I land?
No, let me just say my thoughts. This is the same case as Shaina. This is what it comes to when you first see somebody for the first time and you're not attracted to them. That's what happened to Mallory.
Wow.
Just my opinion, just saying.
Okay. So back to the important point that I want to mention. Overall, you can see Salvador is still hurting because he wants to get few things out of his chest, but because he's such a man, he doesn't want to. But he does say something that was a bit scary. He hit us with the word karma. Mm-hmm. I honestly wanted to get out the room when he said karma because I knew he was directing it too.
Okay, Selma, get to the point.
Okay, so for Mallory and Salvador's relationship, he represents a concept that she's yearning for, but in practicality, she was not ready for it. She went back to something that she was so comfortable with, which is a guy type like Jared. And you can clearly see that in the bar scene where she finally got the chance to talk to Jared and see what he was about, and vice versa too. And the whole time they're reviving.
That's correct, but also she wanted to assure that the choice she made was the correct one.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. If she'd chosen Jared, do you think they would be getting married?
I would say no.
Explain.
As much as they had a strong connection or a vibe with each other, the reality is that they will bring out the worst side of each other. I want to point out that Jared is an extrovert who loves to party and likes to go out and hang with his boys. And I want to point out also that Mallory is like a pick-me girl. Like, she wants to be part of the boys and everything. I feel like that is a recipe for a toxic relationship.
Okay, wow. Do you know Mallory?
No, I don't know her.
Okay.
I don't.
See, I don't know if I'm done talking about Salvador. It's just because I feel like he had so much potential of finding a wife. You know what? Even I think, too, he was a bit selective early on, too. I feel like he was more geared towards a girl that was cultured like him. Because if that was not the case, I would personally think him and Ayanna would have knocked it off the ball court.
I think that would be a great match.
Yeah. Oh, there's this one thing when Salvador did is when he put Mallory in her position when he told her, just 1 minute.
And Jared, I appreciate, hold on. I appreciate you saying those things.
What a guy.
Yeah, but he did mention about a girlfriend, his ex-girlfriend. Yeah, that's weird.
On to the next couple, your favorite, Jared and Ayanna.
There's a lot I want to say about Jared, but I don't want to say it because I'm respecting Ayanna.
Okay, out of the way. Let me tell you something about Jared. You know how there's a main villain, right?
Yes, okay.
Shake. There is this hidden villain, and that's Jared. And I'm gonna say this with very casually and not pressed. But the way he moved throughout the whole season, he definitely got lucky that Ayanna was a blessed and patient woman with poise.
Right, but let's take it back. We know for a fact that Jared wanted to propose to Mallory. He even got her a ring, a gold ring. And when she declined his proposal, he went to Ayanna and proposed to her with the same ring that was intended for Mallory.
That's foul. Now, what makes things a little twisted is that when finally Jared and Mallory saw each other, at the bar, they started to vibe hard, and that's when Jared started letting Mallory know that, come on now, it would have been you, but you fumbled the bag. And she's just trying to say, yeah, I know. So that whole vibing right there was what completely, I think it was a foul move and very disrespectful to both Salvador and Ayanna.
Plus, you could see in the reunion that Ayanna, her eyes start watering up when she did not know the depth of Jared and Mallory's relationship.
Yeah, that was sad to watch. But like overall, in terms of accountability, a lot of people felt like he didn't give it 100% because when you look at the whole bar scene, he keeps on saying it was a joke when clearly it wasn't. So yeah, accountability for Jared, yeah, I don't think it was there.
I want to bring back a point that we said earlier about Natalie not doing what Ayanna did, which is taking a chance after a big hurdle. Is she a strong woman or she's just naive?
That's worthy of a TED Talk.
No, I mean, I definitely learned something from Ayanna, and is taking a risk even though it might not be in your favor. Now to the last but not least couple, Shake and Deepti.
Woo!
Yeah,
so I'm confused. So was Shake always not attracted to Deepti, or did he become unattracted to her at the end? Because the scene where the doors open and he ran and he clutched on her.
Clutch?
Yeah, he clutched on her.
He grabbed her.
Yeah, he grabbed her.
Especially
her
certain
derriere.
Mm-hmm. Say it.
What was that about? Like, to me, that signifies his attraction.
No, that was very disrespectful.
Now, the thing is, though, the red flag was very obvious from the beginning when Shake laid out flat that he's interested only in white girls.
But you do know that Deepti said that she only dates blonde hair, blue eyes.
So why didn't it dissolve? The reason why is because they ended up building an emotional connection. And when they came outside of the pod, well, honey, physical aspects started to take the dominant role in the relationship. More specifically with Shake.
Yeah, somehow I feel like Shake thinks he's the most gorgeous or handsome man out there with top-notch career and personality. No, there was a lot of flaws that this man carried, and it definitely showed during this whole season. It is one thing to say that you're not attracted to somebody, but to be blatantly disrespectful is another thing. And I think Vanessa was right when she said that he was on the wrong television show. And if he was on the right show, he wouldn't be picked. And as for Deepti, she was definitely everybody's favorite. The fact that she chose herself and got rid of that man, I give her props. So tell me, do you think he kept it real?
I think Shake kept it 100% real because he exposed who he really is.
A complete narcissist.
Okay, now
I just want to say something. He needs therapy, and I'm not being insulting. And that's a wrap, you guys. That's our review for season 2 of Love is Blind. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Bye now.